when you are so fucking creative that you decide to put snowflakes on the wall to make the unfinished part of the wall look like fallen snow. What's up, you guys? I am back with a November wrap up. In November, I read 4 books, so this is gonna be a pretty quick wrap up. Now, before I get into the books that I read last month, I wanted to tell you I was supposed to post a review of Children of the New World by Alexander Weinstein, which was a collection of like socially conscious, futuristic short stories, kind of like the show Black Mirror, pretty much exactly like the show Black Mirror. But when I went to film a review for it, this happened. I can't really go into too much detail. Why am I doing a review of this? So, the first book that I read last month was My Name is Leon by Kit DeWall. I picked this book up because of high praise from Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading and also from Simon from Savage Reads. And I have a review coming of this book. It is basically about a boy going through the foster care system and some shit happens. I gave this book 5 stars. So, go check out the review when I post it. Next, I read A Taste of Honey by Kai Ashante Wilson. This is a fantasy novel about a kingdom and they have some weird stuff going on, and I thought it was gonna be a fantasy novel, but it's not really a fantasy novel. It's more like a romance disguised as a fantasy novel. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I gave this book 2.5 stars, maybe. I don't really remember. The third book I read in November was Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. This is book number 2 in the Stormlight Archive series, and yeah, I gave it 5 stars. 5 motherfucking stars. Let me tell you. Okay, so Shallon is my least favorite character, but this book is mainly about Shallon. So if you don't like Shallon, you might be cautious of picking up this next book, but let me tell you, you will love it, okay? I just spit, that was disgusting. You will love it. All the goddamn characters, motherfucking Kaladin, motherfucking Syl, Jasmine, oh my god, Jasmine. Wit, I love Wit. I could just fangirl about these characters all day, so I'm gonna stop. And the last book that I finished in November was Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. Now hold up, I know you guys know that I DNF'd this book a while ago. I couldn't get into it. I said that the shit sounded really pretentious. B from Books with B, I think she told me to listen to the audiobook, that she was having the same problem reading it, and she listened to the audiobook and it was great. So I took that advice and 5 stars. It was beautiful. It's something about the book is a letter to his son, telling him about the world, explaining the world to him, telling him how he discovered the world and what things that he went through, and you know, intertwining it with social and political issues that are going on right now. And when you read it, it just doesn't sound right. Maybe the voice in my head, it just wasn't working. He had too many big fucking words. But when I listened to the audiobook, the author is actually reading the audiobook. So the sincerity through his voice and the intention behind his words, you can hear all of that. So it just makes it 1,000,000 times better. So 5 stars. If you're having a problem reading that book, definitely check out the audiobook. So despite the fact that I'm pretty much sucking at TBRs, this month has been fracking awesome for me. I actually went to the library and I got some books from the library, and hold up, let me show you what they were. The first book I got from the library is Girls Like Me by Lola Saintville. This is an Own Voices book. It is a coming of age story about a girl who is plus sized, and it has like a romance in it. Another Brooklyn by Jacqueline Woodson. This is actually my very first Jacqueline Woodson book, and this book is about a woman reminiscing about her life growing up in Brooklyn. And baby, a review is coming of this book. That is all that I'm going to tell you. The Lynching, the epic courtroom battle that brought down the Klan by Lawrence Leamer. And this is a nonfiction book, and do I have to explain what it's about? It pretty much explains what it's about in the title. The Summer That Melted Everything by Tiffany McDaniel. There is a really great review done by Dominique from the Storyscape that I will link down below. And lastly, we have Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Nouvelle, who I didn't know was a man. I don't care what anybody says, that looks like a fucking breast, okay? So this book is a sci-fi novel. It is actually very sci-fi. I am really excited because there's, like, you know, a lot of books border on sci-fi fantasy, or they're just pure fantasy. This is like really scientific stuff, and they got some math in here and some language stuff and linguistics, and I'm just like, yes. So really quickly, I have some updates for you guys. Sister AJ's cataract is acting up, so she couldn't make it, so I will be making the announcements for the church today. Anyway, The Invisible Man Read-Along with Simon from Savage Reads and I has been moved to February, which is Black History Month here in the States. So stay tuned for that. We will not be pushing it back. Simon, February, okay? Or else. Also, there is another kind of like unofficial loose read along going along for the book White Trash that I was going to participate in, but I didn't want to buy the book. I wanted to get it from the library, but the waiting list for that book is fucking ridiculous. My channel name has changed. It is now Yup I Read It. I have also changed my Twitter name to Yup I Read It and my Instagram name to Yup I Read It. So I am Yup I Read It everywhere. I'm trying to get some cohesiveness, trying to get a little branding situation going on. Even though BookTube is more of a hobby for me, I want it to be cohesive. Plus, if, you know, I do what the fuck I'm supposed to and I get my shit together, come January 1st, there will be also a blog. Yes, you heard it here first, people. A blog, and it will have the same name. So that way, if if you guys need to find me anywhere, I'm Yup I Read It everywhere. That is YUPIREADIT. Yep, I read it. So a lot of you guys have been asking me after the flood and, you know, all of the devastation or whatever, how you could help, what you could do, blah blah blah. If that is something that you really truly want to do, I always keep my Amazon wish list down in the description so that you guys know like what I'll probably be purchasing next, because I really only buy from Amazon. And I also am a book depository affiliate. If you guys did not know that, now you know. So, you know, if you shop a book depository, then, you know, use my affiliate link and then that could help. So yeah, that is all that I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below in my belly, and I'll talk to you later.